The Carter County Turning Point Tobacco Coalition is this year's winner of the Community Champion Award.
When he first got here, when people would come into town, some people thought that the town was a little trashy. We had a lot of work to be done in this town. You can drive into town now and everything looks a lot cleaner. We have things that we didn't have before. The town just looks a lot nicer.
The city of Wilson is the first city in Carter County to be awarded the TSET Healthy Community Incentive Grant. This is in recognition of changing the norm from the way things used to be.
And here in southern Oklahoma, Wilson is it's a poor community. It is what it is. When I first took over, and we were in the newspaper every day. It was chaos. I mean, from embezzlement to you name it.
My involvement came with SWAT, Students Working Against Tobacco. That's how I got involved. I have a group of kids with Boys and Girls Club, and we held our group meetings and things like that, and my kids wanted to help pass different ordinances. And I took them along. They wanted to help pass these initiatives in town. And so we got with Frank and the school and helped to continue to try to move those things along.
All our city properties, everything we own, is off limits. There's no smoking on it, period. Matter of fact, I've gotten some dirty looks a couple times. If you know, and the good thing about the swimming pool is all four sides of it is surrounded by school. Well, the school is all off limits to smoking also, so it's not very hard to enforce.
The community swimming pool was upgraded and improved through the TSET grant. Changes are happening as a result of the new tobacco policy.
When the TSET come around and we applied for it the second time, we received the $20,000. That money was spent on a slide, steps for the swimming pool, a diving board, a handicap lift chair. It was well spent. That money was well spent.
The summer's come along. This is the second year that we've had our pool, and we've added some additions to our pool. I think that maybe they're being less resentful and starting to be a little more happy about the change and opening up a little bit more.
My high at the swimming pool was this summer. We had 131 kids. That's a lot of kids in a swimming pool. And you know you're doing something right when you have other municipalities. The people live in Ardmore are coming to Wilson.
And if we hadn't have got that change, if he hadn't have passed those ordinances, the city wouldn't have the swimming pool that we do have. So the city needs to be very thankful to Frank for what we do have. So.
As far as the e-cigarettes go, Wilson was probably the first one to do away with them, ban them. As far as on city property, city-owned property, vehicles, whatever.
Wilson Schools was the first schools to add or amend their policy to add to go completely tobacco-free, adding the e-cigarettes into that. And after that, that made Wilson the first community to be completely tobacco-free. That's amazing.
I'm not really sure who did come up with that idea, but you know, a cigarette to me is a cigarette. I mean, it's nicotine is what it is. This award here come really as a surprise. Probably one of my more, shall I say, prestigious awards that I've ever gotten. And the grant that we got from TSET, it paid, the kids love it. It wasn't done for me. It was done for all of the kids here in Wilson. I mean, this is what happens when everybody puts their differences aside and work for one common goal.
Congratulations to the Carter County Turning Point Tobacco Coalition, a tobacco-free Wilson, as this year's winner of the 2015 Community Champion Award.